Hello and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, but I have some exciting news about what I've been doing for the last couple of months and what I'll be doing for the next 9 months. So I recently moved to Costa Rica, where I'll be until June. I'm working at a conservation organisation called Last American Sea Turtles, until December, and their initiatives are to conserve critically endangered marine sea turtles in Central America, and also they have a mangrove reforestation project. I knew right from the start that I'd be working with mangroves, but I didn't realise just how valuable they are as ecosystems, and it's something that's really interested me, so I wanted to share that with you. This is why mangroves are important and why we should conserve them. I hope you enjoy it. So to begin with, what are mangroves? They are salt-tolerant trees which grow with their roots submerged in water, and they're halophytes. This is a type of extremophile, an organism which thrives in extreme conditions, and they thrive in salty conditions. So they live near the coast, near estuaries, near anywhere where salt water is available. They also have special adaptations to live in oxygen-poor soil, and their roots are aerated and have 3 jobs, which is providing support, obtaining nutrients, and to take oxygen from the air. These are known as prop roots or stilt roots because of the way they look, and they're mostly found in sheltered tropical and subtropical areas, so you think near the equator. They're most diverse in Southeast Asia, but Central America is a really good place to find them, and in Costa Rica we have more than 5 species alone, because in the Osa Peninsula, which is where I'm working, we have 5 species, which is the red mangrove, the tea mangrove, black mangrove, white mangrove, and buttonwood mangrove. So yeah, there are a lot of mangroves out there. The main limitation is temperature, so they need warm water to survive. For the coast, mangroves are a natural shoreline defence, which protects coral reefs. Their roots help protect the shore from storm and hurricane winds, waves, floods, and the fact that the roots trap sediment also helps to protect coral reefs and seagrasses from being eroded. They help maintain the water quality by filtering pollutants, trapping sediments from the land so the water stays clear. And another big reason why mangroves are so important is that they're a huge carbon sink. After absorbing carbon dioxide from the air, they basically store it in their leaves, branches, and this goes into the soil when the plant matter rots. This is known as blue carbon because it's stored underwater, and since mangroves also absorb carbon 2 to 4 times faster than a regular forest, this means it's even more important to protect them. Finally, their benefits for humans include having incredibly durable and water-resistant wood, leaves which can be used in tea, medicine, and livestock feed, and they're also a source for antibacterial compounds, new biological materials, and they have medicinal properties such as pain relief, antiseptics. So that's a bit of background to their benefits, but it's as important to now look at what threats they're facing. So they grow in river deltas, estuaries, coastal lagoons, open coastlines, so these areas are the ones that need to be most protected. They're perfect for mangroves because they're really sheltered and it means there's a lot of sediment here. But things like coastal development, humans clearing the land for agriculture and infrastructure is threatening this. Overharvesting is another big problem because the wood is so valuable. Sea level rise means that high tides are leading to increased erosion, making it difficult for mangroves to survive. And finally, shrimp farming means that huge areas of mangroves have been cleared to drain the space for shrimp pools. This is a brutal loss for the ecosystem because mangroves help maintain biodiversity by providing a home for an absolute ton of marine organisms, whether that's insects, fish, crustaceans, and mollusks. They all use the root systems and nutrient deposits in the surrounding areas. Epiphytic algae on their leaves and trunks are growing, providing food for more animals. Birds can nest in their branches. Mammals like herbivorous monkeys, howler monkeys, white-headed capuchins can live here, and turtles, as well as many other reptiles and amphibians, also use mangroves as a foraging site. So green turtles in the Osa Peninsula feed on the propagules of the red mangrove, and you can often see them if you ever go kayaking in a mangrove forest, you can see the turtle heads emerging from the water, and it's a very beautiful thing to witness, and it's extremely sad to think that that is being put in danger. You might be wondering what we can actually do to conserve them. This is where the work of LAST and many other mangrove initiatives comes in, each with different strategies dependent on the species in question. We work with red mangroves, mangle rojo, and tea mangroves, Mangle Piñuela in Playa Blanca at the Golfo Dulce of the Osa Peninsula. This is a hotspot for biodiversity, and there are actually 5 species here, which includes the white, black and buttonwood mangrove, as well as the 2 we're studying. The red mangrove is endangered because of the highly sought after wood. It's extremely expensive and extremely valuable, but the tea-grass mangrove is critically endangered because it's incredibly sensitive to environmental changes. This makes it very difficult to survive in the wild, and it's the rarest mangrove species in the world. So our work here includes collecting seeds from the beach, raising them in the nursery away from where they can get eroded by the waves. So we plant them into seed bags, we water them with the salt water because they need the nutrients from the sea, and when they're of a sufficient height, we plant them out on the beach as part of our reforestation project. We then monitor and use the data to inform our next steps, because the important thing is to see in which areas the mangroves grow best and how we can make sure that as many of them survive as possible. You might now be wondering, how can you help? So you don't have to be on a remote tropical island to help, or even anywhere near a mangrove, but some things you might like to consider are the following mangrove initiatives and charities and organisations. You can participate in outreach work if that's something that's available to you, and doing whatever you can to spread the word also helps. Finally, this is just a quick look into some of what we're doing here in Costa Rica, but I can't encourage you enough to research for yourself what opportunities you have to help near you, and they might be closer than you think. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, found it interesting, and I will hopefully be making some more videos about turtles very soon. So I will say goodbye, and until next time.